Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for December 17, 2025. I'm your host, Walter. Firstly, Japan's exports have seen a notable increase, driven by a surge in demand from the US and EU, with a 4.5% rise in November compared to last year. The US and Japan are also set to review potential energy projects that could tap into a $550 billion joint fund as part of their trade deal. In other news, White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles has found herself at the center of a media storm after making candid comments about President Trump and his administration in an interview with Vanity Fair. Her remarks have sparked a flurry of reactions from both within and outside the White House. Additionally, President Trump has announced the addition of 7 countries, including Syria, to the full travel ban list and has ordered a blockade of sanctioned oil tankers leaving and entering Venezuela. This move has led to a surge in oil prices, with Brent crude rising by over 2% in early trading. Finally, Japan's trade surplus with the U.S. has been consistently in the black since President Trump began his second term, despite efforts to address the trade imbalance through tariffs. The current surplus stands at $328 billion, marking an increase from last year. We'll continue to monitor these stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. And that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know it's right now. I'm Barbara. Firstly, President Trump's administration has expanded its travel ban to include 7 new countries, bringing the total number of affected nations to 19. The move aims to tighten U.S. entry standards for travel and immigration, citing concerns about national security and the ability to vet immigrants from these countries. Critics argue that the ban is discriminatory and unfair. In other news, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz has revealed that under post-ceasefire guarantees provided by the United States and Europe to Ukraine, peacekeepers could repel Russian forces if there's a violation of ceasefire terms. This development comes as part of ongoing negotiations between Ukraine and Russia, with multiple stakeholders working towards finding a resolution to the conflict. Lastly, we reported on President Trump's approval ratings and the expansion of his administration's policies, including the travel ban. However, I want to correct that our previous article actually focused on President Trump's expansion of the travel ban, not his approval ratings. These stories highlight the complex and evolving nature of global politics and international relations. We'll continue to monitor these situations and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. We have a trio of interesting stories to summarize for you this morning. First off, the markets are still navigating mixed signals on interest rates and inflation. The Federal Reserve's decision on interest rates remains top of mind for investors, with lower rates potentially boosting the economy, but also risking higher inflation. We're seeing swings in tech stocks, particularly those caught up in the artificial intelligence frenzy, and international markets are feeling the effects as well. In other news, CHA Technologies has announced a successful repricing of its private placement, securing full subscription and demonstrating strong investor confidence in its innovative waste-to-energy solutions. The company's high-temperature pyrolysis technology is gaining attention for its potential to convert waste into renewable energy revenue streams, aligning with the global green energy transition. Lastly, we're seeing significant developments in the tech sector, with companies like Oracle and Broadcom reporting stronger profits, while others like CoreWeave are facing questions about the spending on AI technology and whether it will yield expected profits and productivity. That's a quick summary of our top stories for today. As always, we'll be keeping a close eye on these developments and bringing you more in-depth analysis throughout the day. Thanks for tuning in to the AIDailyPress Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. We start with the upcoming launch of the Roman Space Telescope, which promises to revolutionize our understanding of the universe. With its advanced technology, this powerful observatory will shed light on the mysteries of dark energy, dark matter, and the formation of galaxies. In another breakthrough, the Imaging X-ray Polarimetry Explorer has successfully measured the polarization of X-rays emanating from a supermassive black hole at the center of the Perseus galaxy cluster. This discovery has significant implications for our understanding of black hole physics and the behavior of matter in extreme environments. Closer to home, NASA is celebrating 25 years of continuous human presence on the International Space Station. The agency has marked this milestone with a range of activities, from chess matches between astronauts and ground control teams to art projects that unite children around the world. The Space for Art Foundation's Spacesuit Art Project has enabled young patients undergoing cancer treatment to create colorful artwork that is transformed into custom-made spacesuits, serving as a powerful symbol of hope, courage, and resilience. As we look to the future, NASA's plans to send Artemis astronauts to the moon and beyond will rely on the dedication and expertise honed through decades of mission support. The agency's commitment to compassion, creativity, and human connection is a testament to the power of space exploration to inspire and unite people around the world. Join us next time as we continue to explore the wonders of the universe and the latest developments in space research. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, our NFL coverage reveals that the Kansas City Chiefs are facing an uncertain future after the injury to their star quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, marking the end of an era for a dynasty that once seemed invincible. The human element of this story is poignant, with former player Tyrann Mathieu sharing his pain and anger at being released by the team, highlighting the fleeting nature of success in professional sports. In other news, we're looking forward to the 2026 Pro Bowl, which promises to be an exciting affair with legendary figures, Steve Young and Jerry Rice coaching the AFC and NFC teams, respectively. This move by the NFL is a stroke of genius, leveraging the expertise and charisma of iconic players to enhance the fan experience. Lastly, our analysis of the NFL landscape shows that the Chiefs' dynasty has come to an end, leaving fans to ponder what could have been. As franchises navigate transitions, they must remember that loyalty and dedication from fans and players alike are crucial in the high-stakes world of professional sports. The drama of athletic competition is never far from the surface and will continue to bring you the latest news and insights. This is Howard Closewell speaking. Tell it like it is. And that's a wrap for today's morning podcast. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Kurl.
Thank you, Howard. I'm Charles. In today's briefing, we're covering 3 important stories from our recent reports. Firstly, we took a journey to the unique Chipungu Sculpture Park in Zimbabwe, where we explored the stunning works of art created by local sculptors. Unfortunately, that story isn't part of our current series, but I did take you on a tour of the fascinating Chipungu Sculpture Park in one of my previous reports. In our recent articles, we delved into the nuances of workplace interactions and self-improvement with Dr. Kirsten Ferguson's thought-provoking article. We discussed 3 relatable scenarios that many of us can identify with, from navigating uncomfortable Secret Santa gifts to crafting the perfect out-of-office message. Lastly, we addressed a critical health issue affecting several states across the country, measles outbreaks in South Carolina, Arizona, and Utah. With hundreds of people in quarantine, it's essential to emphasize the importance of vaccination in preventing the spread of measles and other vaccine-preventable diseases. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. Today, we've got a jam-packed show with all the latest updates from the world of entertainment and beyond. First off, love is in the air. We've got a slew of celebrity engagements to dish about, including Kelly Osbourne, Simu Liu, and Rachel Uchitel, just to name a few. It's clear that 2023 is shaping up to be a year filled with romance and commitment. In other news, the entertainment world was buzzing yesterday with major announcements from Broadway to Netflix. Patrick Ball and Alden Ehrenreich are set to make their Broadway debuts, while Tom Felton's addition to the Harry Potter cast sent shockwaves through the theater community. Meanwhile, Netflix is expanding into video podcasts, and Howard Stern has signed a 3-year deal with SiriusXM. And finally, let's talk luxury beauty deals. Bloomingdale's has got some incredible discounts on high-end skincare and fragrances from Tom Ford to Joe Malone. I mean, who doesn't love a good deal on fancy face cream? With prices like these, we can all feel like royalty without breaking the bank. From Lancome to Dyson Airwrap stylers, there are some amazing gift sets to snag. So go ahead, treat yourself. You deserve it. Thanks for tuning in to our morning podcast. Stay fabulous, and we'll catch you later. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David at Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, in Brazil, the Atlantic Forest Restoration Pact has shown remarkable success in restoring degraded ecosystems through collaborative efforts between government agencies, NGOs, and private landowners. This initiative serves as a model for other countries to follow, demonstrating that restoration is possible with creativity, partnership, and persistence. Next, in Peru's Alto Mayo region, local residents have come together to protect 12,000 hectares of unique wetland forest through sustainable ecotourism, scientific research, and participatory management. This community-led initiative has not only generated valuable scientific information, but also created economic benefits for the local community. Lastly, the Philippines has set an example in ocean conservation by protecting Panoan Island, a crucial step towards achieving the global target of safeguarding at least 30% of the world's oceans by 2030. This move demonstrates that bold action is possible when governments work together with local communities and conservation organizations. These stories showcase the power of collaborative efforts and community-led initiatives in driving meaningful change and ensuring the long-term preservation of our planet's precious ecosystems. We'll be exploring these topics in more depth throughout the week, and that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.